What's up, guys? Welcome to the Turbo John YouTube channel. We're back out here. It's Thursday night. We're supposed to be doing list race tonight, but it rained out. So there's a lot of scattered storms. We were supposed to do a lot of racing this weekend. We were going to race at Kinston tonight, Fayetteville tomorrow night, Roxborough Saturday night, and drifting on Sunday. So we had 4 days of racing that we were planning to get to do. But now it looks like some type of low pressure or something is sitting off and it's settled on us. So they're saying now it's like 50-60% chance of rain every single day. And so the bottom absolutely fell out over here earlier today. We got about 2 to 3 inches of rain. So it is what it is. They canceled it for tonight. I guess, I don't know, they may reschedule it for next Thursday. So we'll see. Maybe Fayetteville, maybe we'll luck up and the storms will go around Fayetteville and we'll be able to race at Fayetteville and Roxborough. But Sunday, I'm really looking forward to getting to Piedmont to go drifting. So that's going to be really fun. So we're excited. So we're over here. We're going to work on Randy's car again. See, Bryan got a lot done to it the other night. Got the elbow on it. Most of the wiring is done. So we're going to try to go ahead and maybe get remotely close. We got to do some stuff under the car with the transmission. We got to put the cross member under it, under the back. Put the shifter linkage on it. Adjust all that good stuff. I need to go ahead and put the laptop on the car so that I can go ahead and get the tune transferred in. We got the cam specs today, so I've got to get in the computer so I can change the injector in angle, and that just adjusts when the injector fires based on the camshaft position. It makes it run better. So we got a lot we're going to do. Maybe, hopefully we can get the turbo mostly mounted. Randy just got over here too, so we're working. We're fixing to push it out of the trailer now. Go ahead and go get it in the shop so that we can make this happen. This thing is looking good. It's amazing just adding the elbow and a little bit of wiring how much more it looks like an engine now. I think Randy brought the injector, so we'll go ahead and put the fuel rails on it. Go ahead and get everything buttoned up. Shoot, if we had, I wonder if that little belt there, I wonder if that belt will be strong enough to run. We might be able to fire this thing up tonight. Ooh. What do you think?
Not with the little belt.
I don't know if the little belt will work or not. Why would it not? I mean, the little belt,
It breaks it not bad.
it just cuts off. It loses fuel pressure.
And we got a lot more fuel lines to make on it.
Yeah, all that stuff ain't got here yet, has it? Why you raining on my parade? I wanted to hear it crank today.
Crank it up.
You thought it rained on my parade.
No, crank it
We'll
up.
crank it up with brake clean today. That's how we normally start them anyway. So, I mean, it is what it is. All right, let's, we're gonna push this thing in there real fast and get working on it. Okay, so with the front end on it, you can see there's not much room with this dry sump. So we're gonna be able to shove it down in there somehow. So it's gonna be tight though, but it's going to work. It's gonna fit, but it's just gonna be a little on the snug side. We might have to take this thing off here and we can mount it. All that is a vent for the dry sump, so we can take that and vent it to over here on this one that we built. So we'll probably take the 5-inch tube, the downpipe, come through here, snake it out, and then go out right here where my feet are down here. And so he wants to be able to pull the front end off and not pull the hood off with it every single time. So leave the hood attached, unhook the body or the front end on the sides, and then slide it off. That'll actually be less Zeus fasteners. There's only 5 on each side, so I mean that's not bad. It should be pretty easy. Okay, so we're gonna try to mount this thing up. Guys, well, the turbo kit is mostly done. This stuff, man, when you put the dry sump tank in here mixed with this belt drive stuff, the oil pump and the fuel pump, there's not a lot of room. So the only thing we got left to do now, I mean, this is not finished welded, and we're just MIG welding it up. The hot side, the header stuff is stainless, but the actual crossover stuff, all this is going to be mild steel. We're going to wrap it, so we're just MIG welding it up. I know we got this nice stainless steel flange here, but I mean, we suck at TIG welding, so MIG welding is perfectly fine. Everything on mine is mild. My old 106 that I blowed up, you can see there's nothing in there, but it's got a cracked backing plate. You can see it destroyed it when I blowed that 106 up. So it's going to fit over here to the side. You know, we had to put this brace in here to get a mount for the oil pump. So we just don't have much room. I mean, the big tank over here, I mean, I guess that's why you see a lot of the X275 cars, you know, they mount the turbo over to the side. But we're turning it so that it's 90 degrees from facing forward. Should have a pretty straight shot coming down here, and it'll come over a little bit. Yeah, actually, this pipe might work. So what we got left to do, Bryan has got to mount these wastegates, and of course, he's going to take all this off and finish weld it later. He's done an awesome job on it. It's not too bad. It's working good. So he's got the precision 66 millimeter wastegates. I know it's not optimal, but we're going to be turning this thing. We're going to be running a lot of boost. So we're going to just run it off the collector here on this side. And on this side over here, you can see he's got this mark. And so that's going to be going right here somewhere, about right here. So it's just laid out. It's really tight. I mean, there's just not a lot of room. And this is that 66 millimeter precision. We already changed the springs in it. I think it's supposed to have 15-pound springs in it, but we could not move it. But this thing is super nice, but you can move it now. It's got a real soft spring in it. It says it's a 1.5-pound spring. So we're excited about that. That's good. We're going to be doing the CO2 pressure on it to control it. So it should be perfectly fine. The only problem is if we lose CO2 pressure, you make 2 pounds of boost. So it is what it is.
So with the soft springs in this wastegate, the boost curve is going to be controlled by the CO2 pressure, the amount of pressure that we put on top of the wastegate. So the port you see, that's the one on the side that goes to the bottom of the diaphragm. So that will be teed in and run to both wastegates, and it will come from the compressor housing somewhere in the boost track. So if there's no CO2 placed on the top of the wastegate, then it's going to make that 1.5 to 2 pounds of boost, since it's a 1.5 pound spring. So what we'll do on the top of the wastegate, that's where the CO2 will go. So that's where you build your boost curve. That's how the CO2 pressure is applied, and that's what makes it adjustable so that it can go off. The other good thing about CO2 is we have the ability to build in some safeties. So some of the parameters you can set for doing safeties, high boost, if it over boosts, it dumps. If you lose oil pressure, if you have a lean air fuel ratio, if you lose fuel pressure, if your duty cycle goes more than 100%. So having a soft wastegate spring with CO2 control could really save your engine or some parts if you have a failure of some sort. It doesn't let the motor keep running. If it's running at 1.5 pounds of boost, you're going to feel it in the car. It's going to lay over, and then you're going to let off the gas, hopefully saving it.
Yeah, this turnout is tight, very tight, but it turned out pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, you know, unfortunately we weren't able to get it forward facing, but there's just no room. The front of the car is right here, so the turbo is just jammed all up in there. But this is cool, man. This has worked out good. What y'all think?
It's beautiful.
Not too bad at all. Had a good time. Hadn't taken too long. We started working on the crossover stuff at 8 o'clock. It's now 10 o'clock, so 2 hours, and we're almost done. Bryan can do these pretty quickly. Got these to do. So if y'all need any turbo kit stuff, I mean, you know, it does not a mild steel, but you know, the cost is significantly different as well versus, you know, when you're doing it out of stainless. So, all right, 10-4, well, we're almost done. We're making progress. Maybe next week we can get this thing cranked up. That's the plan. That's the hope anyway. So we're working on it. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Go to turbojohnracing.com. Get you some t-shirts if you want to. Don't forget to hit the join button. Go fast and get some win lights. We're going to try to race somewhere this weekend. Looking like it might rain us out, though, but we'll see.